Hey there, Prentice here, and I wanted to talk to you quickly. As you can see, I'm in my home gym here, and just which is basically a space out in the garage. Move the cars out and move stuff around to work out. And one thing that I wanted to talk to you about today, real quick, because I need to stay on task and finish what I'm doing, is this idea about progression. And just so that you know, when you're training, there's a logical process you follow. You do some reasonable testing that you can do at home to find out what your numbers are, whether that's an element of volume, how many times you can do something, or whether that's the weight, how much you're going to be doing for any given day. And you kind of plot your course out of what you're going to be doing for 8 to 12 weeks. Now, within that, especially once you get to this age group, or 40 plus, there's going to come a day in your notebook, in your progression, where life doesn't cooperate with you. There's going to be just stuff going on without getting into all of the details. And what you have to do is learn how to train around that. Some days, body's not going to recover the same for whatever reason. It would be ill-advised to jump into your notebook and attack that hard training day. So you may have to adjust. So what I'm suggesting is that in that progression, that you pick a few days. And some authors, my mentor Pavel especially, talks about waving, making the cycle wave a little bit, making your training wave. Get up to a really hard day and then back off, so that you can plan for peaks and valleys, and for days you want to try to time yourself and take advantage of days when you don't have the same amount of physical energy. If you don't feel like doing all of that math, you're going to have to learn how to train a little more instinctive. And on the days that you feel good, you train accordingly. On the days that you don't have that same type of energy, you're tired, you have a lot of deadlines at work. Just me, for example, at the time that I'm shooting this, my daughter was up a couple of times a week with just stuff going on. So that means when she's up, everyone else is pretty much up. So training isn't going to be the same. So that's it for now. And the big takeaway, the thing that I really want you to get from this, is that you have to, number one, keep notes. Keep a journal of what's going on. Have a notebook and try to plot out your course reasonably well. But at the same time, use a little instinct, so that what you're doing in your notebook, your training plan, isn't set in stone. It's going to ebb and flow. Some days you're going to get back on track. Some days that's not the case. But what you want to do is, within your journal, have a little bit of flexibility so that you can back off and take advantage of your states, based on your mental energy, whether or not you've recovered well from life. That's all going to have an effect on what you do. And just make sure that your training follows that. And you're not trying to, I'm using the analogy, pound a square peg into a round hole, trying to get something trying to force something that isn't there. The more you develop your intuition and listen to your body, the easier it will be for you to sustain your training more for the long term. Okay, that's it for now. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. If you are new to the page, go ahead and please subscribe. Otherwise, check in, say hi, share the video with your friends who are approaching 40 plus, and who are still out there doing it. Take care, train smart, and think in the future. In a couple of days here, I'm going to add another technique video. Anyway, train smart. Talk soon.